Shirts came today.
Oh, nice.
The screens are still on the way though. Those are gonna be here like literally like
the last minute.
They're gonna be here Friday. I actually had them delivered to my house.
Yeah.
Just in case, like, because it's FedEx.
Yeah.
So just in case, like, they go to CK when we're closed.
Right.
Like, I need them to be at my house.
It just bounces, and you never know when you're gonna get it.
Yeah. Luckily, the process of like getting them on is not a big deal.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty then. Where's my screen? There we go. Okay. So we're taking a step away from documentary this time, and we're going to talk about I guess you call it a biopic.
I've never watched nor played tennis a day in my life.
I played it like very, very like, hey, let's get a couple rackets and hit the ball.
Smash some shit. I do feel like maybe a California thing, but like a lot of kids like kind of play it. Like every kid, fucking, you throw them in soccer, you know, like first thing. But a lot of kids, I feel like, I think my sister played tennis.
Oak Grove High School had a really big tennis team.
Yeah, I think it's a thing.
My older son played tennis. Not incredibly well, but just played. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I can't watch it.
I don't know. I'm never going on my way to watch it for sure. But if it was like a big match and like I was over at someone's house and they had it on, like I can get into it.
Yeah, I can understand golf. I understand why people hate watching golf, but I would rather watch golf.
I love watching.
Yeah,
I love watching.
But
golf.
you golf too. So
yeah, that's true.
A little different.
But also, but even before I was even like decent at playing or like was super into it, I still liked watching it though.
They make it really cinematic.
We were also though like we were in that like Tiger sweet spot era.
Yeah.
Where like. It was the most watchable thing you could see because this guy's just dominating.
Same with this movie, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And I never watched a fucking thing. This movie's like our era.
I'm not trying to be like biased, but it's because it's
stupid.
Female. It's female tennis.
The dudes I felt like were rocking even now too, or even when Lance Armstrong was popping, like all my friends are like watching biking. I'm like, I'm not gonna really watch this.
I think the most entertaining like female sports as a male, like biased male, it's women's tennis, and women's soccer.
I love a little international soccer.
Yeah, like I think those are great watches. I'm gonna be dead honest. I'm not gonna watch WNBA.
Yeah,
I'll watch.
Although the evolution's coming, dude. TikTok's showing me there's like some freshman chick who's 6'2", like throwing down two hands.
Dude, I'm not watching layups all day. Though.
No, she's dunking two hands. Freshman in high school.
I'm not watching one girl dunk all day.
No, she's a freshman in high school. The evolution, 10 years from now.
She's a product of genetic engineering, and there are a million of her.
But they did the math on the WNBA, and it literally like costs them like
I'm sure
hundreds and millions of dollars to run it every year, and it's never been profitable.
We had a championship team here, and it closed.
I'm just curious though, how do you get sponsors for a dead red industry?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money in this one. We're talking about King Richard today, the biography of Venus and Serena Williams' dad for some reason. I'm Jim
because he's awesome. At least how they portray him.
I got Silent Mike with me here. I got Dean from Caffeine Kilos. And we're gonna honestly just say that the reason that we watched this movie is not because of tennis; it's because of Will Smith.
I'm a big Will Smith fan.
Yeah, I'm even less of a Will Smith fan after watching this than I was.
Really?
Before, but that's a preview of.
Oh shit, man!
I like them.
I'm going opposite direction. I think for me, this is good though. This is what we need. Fuck, dude. I was watching this. I was like, dude, I haven't seen like a Will Smith role in a while.
Yeah, because he hasn't done one.
He hasn't really done one. I'm like, this motherfucker is talented.
I think so too. But and maybe it's all fake. I don't know how much we want to dive into it. Me and Jim were basically like fact checking this movie the other day for fun.
I think
even before you watched it.
Yeah.
We were
before
fact checking
it,
which is all fine and dandy.
It's got to be entertaining, right?
Right. As Will Smith plays their dad, I love their dad. I don't know if that's who their dad is.
See, I feel exactly the opposite about everything to do with that character.
You don't like him?
No.
I'm not
hate him. Fucking hate him. Here's why I fucking hate him. Because he perpetuates the idea that you have to be a fucking asshole to accomplish anything in life, and that you can be an asshole to your kids because they're going to succeed if you're an asshole. Whereas that's not proven anywhere
really?
at all.
I didn't feel like he was that big of an asshole.
He's a pretty big asshole.
They kind of made him seem like he's a funny asshole, right? Because they give him like some comedic relief here and there. I think, man, I think just because one person was quote unquote able to break against the mold of like traditional systematic like things that work in the sport, doesn't mean that it's still the right thing to do.
No, I'm not saying King Richard is who we should write a parenting book after. By saying I like him, I'm not saying that, but I've also been around so much sports in my life, and I don't think I've seen some asshole parents.
Oh, dude,
and this guy,
sure.
At least how they portrayed it, right? I've never met the dude. I've never seen a real documentary on the Williams sisters. Like, I feel like he loved his kids, and it showed through the best way he knew how to love his kids.
I feel like he loved his kids, but then he very openly even admits to like having more kids to try and turn them into like money-making machines.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yes, you love them, but you're also using them.
Yeah. So here's a preview of real life. He hid his wife's birth control pills so that she would get pregnant.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Everything I'm stating is based on the movie. Right. I don't know.
Right.
And same thing. Like maybe that's a rumor. Like who fucking knows unless we were there. You know. Like I don't know. The guy could be a dick. He could be great. Maybe his wife's slimy and getting back at him. What do we know with the rumors? All I can go is based on the movie.
Like I feel like their relationship was on the end.
Yeah, they broke up in 2003.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he seems quirky as fuck. He seems out of his goddamn mind. He'd be very hard to marry.
Yeah, well, he was a very selfish person.
Yeah, he's just running around.
By the definition, like the guy was like literally like, it's very selfish.
But even that in the movie, they make it like cute in the movie. Like he's taking all the interviews and stuff, and it's kind of charming. I kind of like it.
Well, because he would be like fun. He would say like funny shit.
Yeah,
right?
he's funny.
Yeah,
and he wasn't like total like dickhead trophy dad, at least in the movie. You know, like he was kind of like caring trophy dad with like this. Like the underlying tone was always that he was going to take care of his kids, regardless of what he did up here.
Yeah,
there are things that I agreed with that he did. One of them was trying to shield them certain amount
from the pros,
or from just being exploited early, which is what you see so often now.
Well, that's how it's spun, at least, right? Maybe that he just like had this long game of like, no, we're just gonna hold out for more money.
Yeah. He's just a cone stole negotiator, and it worked.
Which worked, yeah. And you know, a thing that was weird to me about this was that when I saw the trailer and I saw the way he was portraying the character, his demeanor, his the accent that he had, all that stuff. I thought, oh, that feels very like he's really living inside that character. And the movie starts, and the whole first 15 minutes is you just don't buy it. I just didn't buy it at all. It didn't sound or look or anything like what I saw in that trailer. And then when you go to the end and you see the real guy, he didn't have that weird ass accent.
Yeah,
he talked like he was from California, even though he was from L.A. Like he didn't have an accent.
I had no reference. I just kind of went with the flow of it. I thought that Will Smith did a good job.
Where is he from?
Louisiana.
Oh, I heard a Louisiana accent. Because
and the guy in the end, the real guy?
No, from Will Smith.
Will Smith did, but the real guy
there wasn't too much.
But that's again why it's a movie too, and
Yeah.
not a documentary.
Yeah. Well, it just to me it was like if you wanna win an Academy Award, you got to put on an accent. You got to look different than you normally.
I don't think that's like an Academy Award performance, but I was like, oh man, like Will Smith definitely like separates himself from like most of like good actors in Hollywood.
I heard
in this movie, I think,
because I heard his mild, one of my favorite movies, which a bunch of people, I didn't know people hated it so much, and it's because I'm a Muhammad Ali fan, was Will Smith and Ali, and he had a mild Ali accent in this.
Yeah,
kind of like rolled with that.
Which is like Louisville,
program.
Louisiana.
You got to look at this from this perspective too. I feel like it's like there's got to be nothing harder. I feel like as an actor to then like try and be somebody who already exists and like imitate that, right? It's easy to just be like a made up character, like the kid from Dune or something,
right? Because you get to bend it.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously there's going to be things that you're not going to get right, and there's going to be things you are going to get right. I feel like his like posturing and like the way he kind of moved around, like seemed pretty legit, like how that guy was, like in the little bit of photos that
like
we see.
Mannerisms.
His mannerisms, yeah, and just kind of like how he was kind of like he's that kind of like this hunched over kind of stature that the guy had, like in those cut scenes at the end, and I feel like he looked like him.
Yeah, I had no reference.
His body.
I had no reference for the movie either because I didn't even know the kids like weren't even in the movie. It feels like Serena definitely wasn't in the movie, and Venus was like kind of in the movie.
Oh, at just the very end though.
I mean like the kids.
Yeah.
It's like the story
was about him.
Yeah,
and then it's also named.
You were right, but I didn't like see the trailer. I didn't, I was just like, I have no idea what. I just watched, I think, on Christmas with my mom. We just randomly turn it on. So like, or not even Christmas. I don't even know what fucking day it is. Thanksgiving.
Same thing.
Whose parent though are you interested in seeing a movie about? honestly.
Right. That's why they had to do all that. That's why they had to make him quirky, whether he's that quirky in real life or not.
Now, is the sister that stayed home, is she the one that was killed?
Yeah. She was the one that acted as their personal assistant, and then until she was killed.
See, I
She
didn't
was
know
killed
that
in Compton, right?
She was killed in Compton, yeah, and she's
during like a drive-by or something crazy.
She's her mom's daughter, but not Richard's daughter.
Okay, but she was like a valedictorian and all that they said in the movie, right?
Yeah,
like, she's a
right.
good
That's
student.
the only other daughter that they like really talked about. Like, yeah, she's going to Yale or something over and over. And then
All
there's
the
like
other
three
ones-
other girls sitting there and they're not saying a word.
All the other ones had names, but they didn't really have names.
No, and they didn't tell anything about them.
But if I didn't have the captioning on, I would not know that any of them actually had names.
Yeah.
No, I didn't and I don't.
But even Serena, like the whole movie's like that with Serena, I feel like.
Yeah,
until like the very last scene or
there
close
may
to
be
the end where they bend it.
4 or 5 scenes that are sort of about Serena.
Yeah.
And they kind of solidified that he actually told her that.
Yeah.
In real life,
Yeah.
with the little kind of like word notes at the end, right?
Yeah.
Letter notes. The
that she would be the best.
that she would be the
Yeah.
best, the better than even her sister.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, because they don't really talk about her. She kind
At
of enters
all.
that tournament on her own.
Yeah.
And she's kind of
with her mom.
living in her sister's shadow. Her sister's getting these $10 million deals at 14, which is insane.
Yeah. I was even thinking this morning because Steph Curry the other night just broke the all-time 3 record in the NBA. And, like, Steph obviously gets lots of love, and they're even talking about him being the player of the generation, like this generation, like LeBron was the one before, and now it's Steph kind of. And to think about his brother in the league who gets no love, but, like, his brother's a legitimate NBA player. Like
He's been a starter for a long time.
Like, that's fucking rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and their dad played.
And their dad was legitimate.
Yeah.
Their dad was a legitimate player. Like, that's fucking... The Mannings. I can think of the Mannings.
Yeah.
The Williams sisters.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's kid barely made it on Illinois and sat the bench. Like, I was probably better than his kid.
Yeah. Basketball, man, is brutal. I think tennis also, like, it's funny, like, even outside of tennis, like, is there a more dominant, like, family unity, like, in sports? No, right? As far as, like, championships and, like, wins and
maybe
stuff,
it's some,
they
like,
have to be the best, right?
Maybe some fucking NASCAR shit in their family. Bushes?
Yeah, and NASCAR's kind of...
The
I
Bush
don't know.
family?
That's like a good old boys, like we all have all the money, so we're the only ones doing this kind
I think
of
it's the
thing.
Bush. What I did see, all this family stuff popped up is a little clip of Tiger Woods golfing with his kid. Have you seen that?
No, his kid's a beast.
Yeah,
They
I know,
did a
but have you
tournament
seen the
together.
mannerisms? His
Oh,
kid's
yeah,
in
he's-
like a kid tournament and literally he's doing Tiger shit.
Yeah, he's swagging
like
out.
he wipes his nose and then they throw to a clip in like 2006 when Tiger wipes his nose. It's identical. And
his
Tiger's
kid's-
like laughing. He's like, yeah, we both have allergies. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, like this is your mini me, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That kid's gonna be
How he spins his club after he hits, like he fucking drives and he spins his club exactly like his dad, and then like it's an exact like 1.5 second count before he picks up his tee, just like his dad. Like it's fucking insane. And the kid's
Dude,
what,
that's weird.
6?
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
crazy.
all visual learning.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah,
It was
it is very
weird. Yeah, I don't know another family.
I'd be interested in hearing the Bobby Bonds story, Barry's dad.
Was he any?
He was a successful baseball player. He
Yeah.
was not his. He didn't have the level of success that
Yeah,
his son did,
Griffey.
but he was still. Yeah, Griffey would be another.
Yeah, but I think it's got to
They
be
played on the same team.
Yeah.
yeah. It's got to be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's random. I think it's the first ever. It's got to be the Williams. Then maybe the Mannings.
Yeah.
Both got a Super Bowl, right? Like that's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But they have like how many Grand Slams? They have
No, for sure.
multiple,
That's
like,
why they're
world
first. They're first. I think they're
championships,
first.
yeah.
Like
I
they
think
were
so.
dominant, and both of them, and they did duos and all that bullshit. Like they fucking dominated.
Yeah.
The Mannings, the only reason you might get an edge because they had Papa. They had Papa and kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who was that? I don't mean to, like backtrack too much, but who was that girl that was like the #1 chick and then she burned down and then like ended up being like a crackhead? What
Capriati.
was that true? Obviously that's
Yeah,
true.
I think it's true.
Guess.
I was asking my mom.
Did
She
she
knew
just go
about
down
that.
like some like deep end? Like was that like talked about? Like I don't remember any of that. Like I
And
think I was too young, but
I was too young too. And how was there so much goddamn money in tennis during the time?
dude, tennis is like. Think about it, dude. It's like Rolex sponsored. It's
Yeah, I
kinda
know,
like
but
golf,
that-
though,
but
dude.
even
There's
to
always
start
been,
that,
there's
like-
always been money in
Yeah,
it.
is it just because a lot of people do watch it in Europe and
I
shit?
guess.
The country
Yeah.
club. It's that country club
Yeah,
sport.
they must
dude.
watch it overseas because Capriati or whatever is Spanish or some shit, right?
No, I don't think. No.
Romanian. She was something non-American.
Think about like every
You're
movie.
thinking about Arancha Sanchez Vicario.
Oh, Vicario.
She's Spanish.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of the things I read somewhere along the line that she wasn't actually going by Arancha Sanchez Vicario at the time. That's like Vicario is her mom's last name. Sanchez's dad's last name. And she was only going by dad's last name at the time that this
filmed.
was set. Yeah.
in that final match, homegirl put the freeze on.
Yeah.
on Venus.
And it's hard to believe that that's like legit that you could do that. But I guess maybe
all you guys do is say is go to the bathroom.
We
and
do
take
it.
as much
I
time as
got
you
a
want.
big poopy.
Yeah. Again, I know nothing about tennis, but like that's normal in every other sport. You freeze a kicker, you freeze a guy to free throw. You call timeout.
It's part of it. Yeah, you use what you can.
Yeah, because I was watching with my mom, and my mom played a little tennis, not like collegiate or anything, but just like messed around. She's golfed and obviously watched me play sports my whole life. She's like, that is so mean. I was like, yeah, mom, that's fucking sports.
Well, it's also funny too, but it's like, okay, well, you're both getting rest. Like, it's like
right, but it
really
is the mental. It is the mental. Like, what your momentum's high, my momentum's like same thing. You dunk on me, we call a timeout. Like you're instead of you bumping your chest and getting on defense all psyched, now you got to walk to the bench, and I get to walk to the bench and say like, all right, fuck him, and come back.
Recollect.
You know? Yeah, it is a huge momentum change. And I could definitely see it. I felt it in basketball, but I could see in a one-on-one sport it could be insane.
So do coaches try to tell players to get them out of that mindset where like if you get a break, you take a break? Like if your
in
opponent,
tennis,
or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, if your opponent is trying to ice you, use that to your advantage and play your mental game while you're sitting there.
If I was her coach, I would probably have not allowed her to sit down.
Yeah,
That's mistake number one. She went and sat down and like looked sad on her face. I would have made her stand up and just pace.
yeah.
Hey, get ready. Hey, stay ready.
They show that one cool scene with her when she gets like that eye of the tiger moment
Yeah,
that
it was
you
good.
like see like that we've seen like
Yeah.
in like well done like shots of like tournament play from Venus or Serena even too, like when they get that look in their eye.
Yeah.
Like, they're so intense when they're out there playing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's what makes you think like they probably could have been fucking studs in any sport they chose. You know, like if they chose soccer or something, like they're just quick feet and crazy mentality. Another weird thing about that last match, and I know we're bouncing, but like tennis in fucking Oakland in the 90s.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
No,
like,
but that was totally legit. That was
No. Obviously, because they're redoing history,
yeah.
they're not going to lie about where the location. But that's wild in my brain. Like Oakland's
Where is that tournament in Oakland?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
What
Oakland's
stadium?
kind of whatever now. But even 10 years ago, Oakland was different, and then 10 years before that, 30 years before that, Oakland wasn't.
But
it was homicide capital of the nation.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Oakland Hills though?
For 100%. That's what I'm saying. And even now, Oakland's
that's what we're talking about.
is that where that stadium is?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
See, I have
That's
no
some
idea.
country club in the
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Oakland
But it
Hills.
still seems random though.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, it is because it is. They probably don't even do it there anymore.
Yeah, it just seems like a random location. And it seems to like wrap up the story too, and whether they meant to do it or not. But there's a lot of black people in the crowd. There's a lot of black people when they leave the arena.
Yeah,
they're
fans.
from Compton. They moved to Florida.
There's a couple parts that choked me up. I was like, man, like these girls like have really have done like a lot for like this.
Yeah.
Like, the
I didn't know they were
African-American
from
community
Compton.
and like young girls like giving them like something to look up to. I thought that was like pretty cool how they did a really good job of like showing that and like making someone like me who doesn't really even care about like the sport like actually like feel that impact.
Yeah,
that it brought to the communities and stuff. I thought that was cool.
So just in terms of reality, however, they moved from Long Beach, which is okay, to Compton on purpose because he said they'll be tougher if they have to live in a rougher environment.
Interesting. That was what happened in real life.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And Long Beach was kind of whatever at that time. It's fine now. It wasn't great then.
LBC, Long Beach Crips.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Snoop.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought that was kind of corny with the shit with the gangbangers, like becoming like friends with him and like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Really? The way they did
apparently
the way they
apparently
did it
true.
was kind of corny though.
Yeah,
I would agree with you.
I got you, bro.
I feel like it was too random and too corny to not be true. I guess.
But
like,
and the first
not the whole part of it. Not the whole thing was true.
Yeah.
But
the acting was kind of whatever, and how they set
maybe
it up.
that's what all it really was.
But the first time, if you do pay attention, the first time they go to that park in the movie, there's like two cars and kind of two crews. The one crew is kind of cool in the beginning. It was just that one dude that was kind of a dick.
That's true. They're
And
all
then-
just kind of like leave that dude alone.
Yeah, the other guy say, "Hey, chill, bro."
And he was kind of the hothead who ended up getting capped at the liquor store.
And then it was the chill, bro, that ended up saying like, "Yeah, go
I wonder
ahead, we got
if
you."
I wonder if King Richard was like really about to go shoot that fool when he got shot in that drive-by.
the story apparently is that he actually used to carry a shotgun with him when they went to that park anyway, and he was beaten up multiple times. And
Yeah, that was wild.
And one time, he actually had his shotgun, not the pistol that he was using for work, which is what they show in the film.
Yeah.
And he was going out for whatever reason and saw this guy dead. Now he wasn't on his way to shoot that guy or anything, but
Well, that's not as good of a story.
He did see the guy dead on the sidewalk.
Interesting.
One of the guys that had harassed him. They obviously narrowed it down to just really one that was
the aggressor, kind of the ringleader.
Yeah, but no, that felt very plot devicey. and probably including it as a plot device for sure. But it didn't ring exactly true, and is pretty close to true.
Yeah. That's loose-based reality.
Which
Whatever.
you have to do.
Yeah. And that's
What are
what
you gonna
makes
have
these
them go?
movies good.
Yeah, you're gonna have them buy some Fritos and find a dead body on the side instead.
Yeah.
Or just like happen to be outside and it's just like one of the random dudes is just dead.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Well, this movie doesn't spend a lot of time on subtlety, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's pretty much a sledgehammer about every point that it's trying to make. And
The characters are very animated and
Yeah.
Yeah, even the tennis coach.
dude,
Yeah.
the Punisher, what's his name
Yeah,
from like
Berthel.
Walking Dead?
Bernthal.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
he's a
I
great
like him
actor.
too.
The only thing I didn't like was his wig, but apparently his hair is pretty close.
Well, they showed his
Yeah.
bowl cut at
Yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
show. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they should have gave him the bowl cut, not this cool little
Yeah, let it
heavy
rock.
side part.
Yeah.
They should have gave him the straight up like fucking Dumb and Dumber bowl cut
Yeah.
that the actual guy had.
That whole facility looked nuts too. I assume it's
He owns some kind of
real-ish.
Florida compound for
Yeah.
tennis. Like,
yeah, a tennis academy.
You think about it, other than like hurricanes and shit, you can play
Yep.
every day and not
No,
have to
100%.
worry about cold or anything like that. I mean,
and golf's kind of whatever now, but like Florida used to be the golf capital of the world. Like now people kind of golf everywhere and doing this, but
Yeah.
you used to golf in Florida. That used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Tiger, I think, still lives there, right?
Oh,
yeah, they probably
I
have.
don't
He probably has a
Yeah.
house there. That's why he doesn't pay tax on
But that's
anything.
where he drove over his security guard and shit, and his wife and all that.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
That was all over.
Yeah, everybody forgot about that.
Yeah, but that's all Florida.
Everybody wants to forget about that story.
But when he cracked up, when he had that big accident last year, year before, it was over
Last
here,
year,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Oh, I don't know.
That was at his tournament. That was after his
Oh,
tournament.
yeah. But the big one where he's like driving away all fucked up.
Right.
Like
yeah.
6 years ago, that's Florida.
Yeah,
that was
no,
out of his Florida home.
This guy is not good in cars.
No, they all do live there. Like my uncle did security out in Florida, and they all live in these fucking gated ass crazy things. He just guarded the door. Like Shaq lived
So-
at his place and shit. They all live there.
So now is that guy? You think that guy still gets 15% of everything they make?
I assume so.
Probably.
If he was a good coach, and like the business stuff, I kind of liked about this whole thing too. Again,
He's not
who
even
knows?
an agent.
No. He might be at
get
the
it.
time. You know that maybe that's part of his compound gig.
That's true. That's
That's
how, like,
what I would have done.
I know that's how like a certain strength coach that I know that does NFL guys.
Yeah.
You guys know as well. Like I know that he's tied into most of their contracts too.
It would
so
make
that's
sense.
It's the same thing.
And like UFC guys and different strength coaches we know kind of go on that. I don't know if it's written in paper as harsh because the sports aren't as evolved as tennis, but like it's kind of like, yeah, man, I'll train you for free for this camp, but give me 5% of the winnings when you win, or what, because tennis is a little different. But when you're a kid like that, like it's not like you have a reoccurring income. Or if you're a golf coach, right? Like it's not like now. Yeah, if you coach Tiger, he's got millions in the bank. But if you're somewhere in the middle, you're kind of tournament to tournament paycheck.
Yeah.
So it makes sense some of those arrangements happen, and it makes sense if that guy has a compound and he's been in the sport forever that he
he's-
probably has connections with Reebok and Nike and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
So,
and like you said, he did right.
yeah. So he probably is kind of a pseudo manager.
And he even kind of talks about how like they all have like rich kids in there to like
Yeah.
their parents are paying, so then
Yeah.
they can like train people for free.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is how our healthcare system.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
how like every sport works, right?
Yeah.
Like Tom Callis, our buddy. Like I coached Tom for free. Like he's a world record holder, and I'm a coach, and so I coached him for free for years. And then like if you're mom and pop and you're just trying to learn how to squat, I'm probably going to charge you. Like that's
Yeah.
just how all this shit works.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, and that's exactly because there's there's a give take there.
Yeah.
We've already kind of hit this, but like,
Yeah.
what do we think that the agenda of this movie is?
I think that's interesting because it's not about Serena and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I think it's just to and it won't work. I think it try to get an
Yeah.
Academy Award for Will Smith, who hasn't gotten one yet.
I feel like that this movie was like that. I guess is literally what you just said. It was wrote for Will Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this movie was made for him to like beat this character. Like who else would do this? Denzel.
Yeah.
Like
I do
mean,
love
like,
Denzel.
I could see Denzel play that role pretty good.
Yeah. Denzel's pretty good.
15, 20 years ago, maybe. He's a little
Yeah.
old for it now.
Yeah, probably. But I feel like the actual character looked older than Will Smith did.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you heard the
a little bit
conspiracies
more
on Will
like-
Smith?
Oh, God.
There's a
I
lot.
want to.
Pull up like
This is a
the
deep
most
pull.
recent picture you can find.
I love the
No,
memes.
like a new one.
I love the memes of Will Smith. There's like we know too much about their relationship. I
Yeah.
don't want to know anymore.
They say he's a clone right now because he.
What?
I kind of believe it. There's some pictures going around, and it looks like he's wearing a mask. He looks fake.
Have you seen those pictures? Like they did like the real close-ups of like Joe Biden. It looked like there was like a skin like taped down on the side.
That's
of
what it
his
looks
face.
like. Will, like that one. Click on this one. That's not Will Smith.
See that right there though. That's the product of camera lens.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
that's definitely
there's
camera
like
lens.
videos of him too, and he looks like a different human. And people are like, dude,
Why-
real Will Smith is hiding.
Why they would use that camera lens for that shot makes no fucking sense. That's the wrong lens for a portrait.
Yeah, because it's like
Before that
fisheye a little
exact
bit, right?
reason, yeah. Like that.
There's others though, and his cheeks look like they look fucking fake.
That's the cover of GQ. That photo of that looks nothing like that's reckless. That's not even artistic. That's just a shitty photo.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. Whereas
I saw the conspiracy, I started laughing.
Like
bro.
those two people, like they're like that doesn't even look like him, but he's also getting
No.
older, dude. Like,
no,
they were-
that's the thing is like, but he's aged pretty well, and he like vlogs on YouTube. You can't fake a vlog. Like
And he
they're
does every Shark Week now too. So,
So I watched that
see him
too.
annually
I was
on
gonna bring
Shark
he
Week.
just came out with his own like Planet Earth deal.
really,
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I do really just like Will Smith, and part of it is, and maybe this is just how Hollywood and their COVID or whatever, but like he went from 0 to 100 real quick. He was doing like nothing. He was like doing YouTube, and now he's in everything.
yeah. It just kind of shows you, man. Like a lot of these people are kind of shifting to that YouTube platform.
Yeah.
Like even look at pro athletes. Like
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau's got like a YouTube channel that he uploads to every week, dude. Like
Why wouldn't you? Like the History Channel, even if they want to give you a show, or Nat Geo or ESPN, they're not going to pay you the same as if your YouTube pops off.
But also, like, most of these people are just making the show themselves, putting it on YouTube, and then it gets bought from there.
Yeah.
But didn't he do that movie where he fights a younger clone of himself?
Because he's a fucking clone in IRL.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I can't remember the name
Hollywood
of that movie,
does
but-
sleep us
I need
secrets.
I need to.
That's what the Blink-182 singer taught me.
Oh, dude, that guy's all deep. He's deep in it.
He's telling us the truth.
He's been on that UFO kick for a long
Yeah.
time.
The government's paying him to make movies about UFOs to leak us the real information, to desensitize us to Will Smith's clone.
Something's
so.
leaking.
I need to watch. Yeah, I need to rewatch. What's it called? The one with the dog.
Oh, I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, so good.
They have the alternate endings too. It's like, well, these are. You know,
I was fine. I think that was the last Will Smith movie I was fine with.
Really, I liked I Am Legend.
I Am Legend was. Really
I don't know the
good.
order of shit that could, but like Men in Black is one of my favorite movies of all time.
The OG one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
The
good.
other ones are just fine.
No, they're trash. Yeah, the first one's
The first
so
one
good.
though is so solid that
yeah,
you can't
he's
really.
so funny in it. If Fresh Prince is on Netflix, I'm watching every episode front to back.
Is it on there now?
Yeah, so good.
I didn't know that.
So
I
good.
should probably rewatch.
I
this.
absolutely love it.
I used to always, if it was on TV, like after school, that shit was on TV every day.
Yeah.
So like that's when I watched
It's
it.
probably my favorite
Came
TV show
home,
of all time.
Popped on Fresh Prince, threw in a fucking Hot Pocket.
His book is supposed to be Hot Pocket. His book is supposed to be sick.
Really?
That
Yeah.
could be the name of his book, too, Hot Pocket.
Our boy Joe at Hyperthrive said that he's reading it, and a bunch of his buddies said his book's really good. Like really, like some shit you never even thought.
Maybe I'll do
happened to
like
him.
maybe I'll do the fucking what's it called?
I was gonna do the audio if
book.
he read it.
Does he?
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
look it up. But if someone else read it,
Doesn't he talk about like being like suicidal in that
Yeah,
book?
bunch of
like, weird,
crazy
like
stuff.
really opens up
talk about doing ayahuasca 14 times,
14 times.
bro?
That seems like overkill to me.
Like the toad shit, like not the like DMT.
Yeah, the Peruvian DMT shit.
Ayahuasca. Is ayahuasca and DMT the same
It's like
thing?
a soup. I think chemically it's similar. Yeah,
It's the same. Does
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't speak to that, but I'm
Can
gonna
you
look
type in Will Smith clone
Joe Rogan-
controversy so
Joe
we can
Rogan
get funnier
did it.
pictures?
Joe Rogan claims that he did DMT for like 30 days in a row.
No, a bunch of people. That whole crew.
During
I-
his Fear Factor
I think he just
days.
never stopped. That's
yeah, you're
why-
probably still doing it.
They said that he got like basically kind of stuck in it
yeah,
for a
Will
while,
Smith
too.
does read his own.
Then I'll listen to
Ooh.
it. I just love Will
He
Smith.
does have
dude.
not a collaborator.
I heard the McConaughey book was good too because he reads it himself.
Yeah, my mom listened to it. She said she loved it.
Really? I heard it was good.
McConaughey's good, dude.
Yeah, I might listen to both those.
McConaughey is, I think, broken up in like
I've been doing
life
too much.
lessons.
I've been doing too much fiction.
Oh
books.
yeah, you need to
I
dig in.
I need to do some more. I should probably read more business books too. But like, I need Rob Dyrdek to come out with a business book because I heard that dude on a podcast. I did not know that his was his type of personality. I thought it was
Yeah,
just a fuck up.
No.
Or not a fuck up, but like a fuck off. But that dude is like literally he tracks everything.
No.
Clearly, we're done talking about this movie. But
I think he started a new podcast that's supposed to be really good.
yeah, apparently that dude tracks like everything you can track.
Yeah.
He
No,
said he's gamified every system of his
Yeah, yeah.
life.
Yeah.
He has a doctor come to his house 5 days a week to basically like connect his like muscle tissue like to its original form, like when
You
you're like
lost
going
me.
through poop.
Yeah,
like dude,
I'm
like
totally
So he's
gone.
actually a psycho. I
He
like
kinda
people
yes,
that gamify
kind of,
things,
kind
but
of,
that's
yes.
some psycho
no,
shit.
but yeah. So this guy's been coming to his house 5 days a week for the last 5 years, and
To
they
fix
basically
his
like
knee.
like to put all of his muscles. Like he's basically claiming that this guy is putting all of his muscles into their original positions because over time how our muscles like start to overlap and twist and turn. But he's like. Basically, he's trying to regenerate himself as like his 17-year-old version of himself.
Yeah, he's a kook.
He's totally
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
He's totally nuts. But that's what's like oh, this dude like tracks like
Yeah.
I don't. I keep saying
Yeah,
that,
he's
but,
OCD.
Like,
He's
he's OCD,
Yeah.
but also like spectrum OCD.
Yeah.
Like psychotic.
Yeah. I'll listen to this podcast. I don't want to hang out with him.
No, he
Yeah.
sounds kind of like but it's weird, dude. Yeah, like he'll like him and his wife have like a meeting at night every night about like how their relationship's going every night,
I'm
7 days a
divorcing him.
week.
Yeah.
Like they have like how on a scale of 1 to 10, how's our relationship today? Like shit like that. Everything.
We do a
Everything
little
is
check-in,
dialed.
honey, but me and my wife aren't having meetings.
He was on a show. Fight Companion, where they talk just like about the fight or whatever. He was on there with them, and he was like, dude, I was like, dude, this guy's out of control. Apparently, he like builds and sells 5 businesses a year.
I've heard that too.
Like that's his
No,
thing.
he's about it.
And they said that they film 6 ridiculousnesses a day.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that's on MTV right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, his contract is insane.
It's the only show on MTV.
He said that, I think he said that they film 256 days a year, or some shit crazy like that.
Yeah, and he owns part of DC. Like he's probably swimming.
Dude, no,
in-
he's like probably gonna be a billionaire.
Yeah, he's swimming in it.
I hate to say this, but it's true. The early days of that I when I got involved in powerlifting, and we were talking before the ST era, we were talking about reality shows around powerlifting, whatever. His shit was the model.
No,
always.
Robin Big was
Always,
really
always.
good.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a really good show because it felt real.
Yeah.
Like they built some schemes. Like, hey, today we're gonna go,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But it felt real. It felt like a vlog.
Yeah.
That's why it was good.
I had the DVDs.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was like
Yeah.
a vlog.
Yeah.
But I was super into that
Yeah,
show.
no, it was good.
And then they basically launched, Drama's brand through that show.
And now he's like such a character and talking
Now
about
he's a fucking
podcasts and
business
business
guru,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, okay, well, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. It's like, okay, well, you were just like basically given this thing on a silver platter. You're gonna try and tell me how to like grind and make a brand
For sure.
Like,
And you have
can
to
go fuck
run with
yourself.
it. He had to have like but yeah, he had every resource on the
He
planet.
had literally every
Yeah,
resource.
yeah.
You're a failed DJ
Yeah, and you're-
turned like brand
Your cousin owned DC at its prime.
Yeah.
and gave you all of his designers.
Yeah.
Gave you all,
yeah,
like
it's
everything.
easy. Yeah,
It's like
give you the keys to Zoomies.
like gave you the key. Like
Yeah.
literally like you
Yeah.
just stood back and just like kind of were
Yeah.
the face of it. I don't know.
Call you Mr. Pack's son.
Yeah. Anyways,
Uh,
drama hates.
We're
segment.
mostly jealous.
yeah. Just,
Well, yeah.
I could have been
That
drama.
was, if that's not obvious.
yeah,
that's
that literally could have been me. Should
could
have
have been could have been all.
I
of
think
us.
Rob's from like Cleveland too, just a little
Yeah,
Ohio boy. Yeah,
Ohio.
could have been me, dude.
Yeah.
So to get back to your
Yep.
Will Smith clone thing, I don't say anything about that at all. All I
Damn
see
it.
is the Gemini Man movie where he fought
Yeah.
a
Gemini
totally
Man.
I'm gonna find
CGI
it.
version.
I think it was
of
like a
himself.
TikTok thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Not going to show up. Maybe
That
I
other
don't know.
photo down there, the black and white one's not a great one either. With the 6
No,
days
that's
ago.
the oh, is that? Yeah, that's because he's got these cheeks that look different.
Maybe this is for a role. Maybe.
He looks like he's doing a vampire movie here.
This is a really lame reference, but you seen the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies?
Oh yeah.
Talk about sequels being decent. I think those are good sequels if we want to put it out there.
Haven't seen any of them.
So I
Oh,
love
the
them.
first one is like a
No.
absolute classic.
I love Tim Allen as well. Maybe it's 90s nostalgia, but there's one of them where they make a clone of Tim Allen as Santa Claus in like episode 2 or 3 or something.
I don't recall. I honestly I was really into the first one.
You
It's
should
like,
go
it's in my top
rewatch 'em.
5 like favorite ones, but I don't remember the other ones.
2 and
much.
3 aren't bad. They really aren't. If you're having some fucking eggnog, little whiskey sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
And the clone of Tim Allen is Tim Allen, except with like clay on his face or something to make it look like a fake. And that's what fucking Will Smith is looking like IRL right now.
does.
Yeah, it's looking crazy.
He looks like he's 60 right
I'm
there.
gonna find it. I'm gonna
Almost.
find it since I can't find
well,
Will
he's.
Smith clone.
I mean, how far
10.
off is that really?
Probably 10 years, right? He's got to be 50, right?
I don't know how old he is. How old is Will Smith?
I'm gonna guess 53.
Yeah, 55. Yeah,
Okay.
Is he 55?
I don't know. It's in my head.
Oh.
Oh.
Tim Allen, Santa Claus clone.
Oh shit! I remember that. I remember that scene.
But that's what Will Smith looks like.
Dude, that's funny.
Poor Will Smith, dude.
Picture all the makeup he had to do every day for that role.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They probably just
nightmare.
filmed it all straight.
He's
If you-
53.
Wow.
Did I just nail that?
Banger. That's pretty good.
53.
I love Will Smith, man. I don't know. He does get a lot of hate, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he?
Well,
I
he's
think
been
he
doing
does.
lately-
shitty movies. That's probably
Yeah,
part of
but-
it.
I think lately he's been getting hate.
I feel like if you do so many movies, you can't hit all
That
hitters.
That movie they did with his
Hitchcock?
kid.
Which
Boy,
Hitchcock?
people hated that one.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
But Will Smith's still awesome. You know, like if you've had a career since you were 16, 17.
You're gonna put some shit out there.
It's like my YouTube. You're gonna find a shit video on my YouTube for sure. I got bad takes left and right. I've been doing it for a decade.
Look at Nick Cage though. That motherfucker has the most the most movies ever, and half of them are classics.
Have you
half of them are
seen-
dog
I
shit.
hate Nick Cage.
Have you seen the trailer for his new movie?
Which one?
Gone in 30 Seconds?
No, the one. No,
He's got 2 new ones coming
comes
out.
on in April. It's just called Nick Cage, I think.
I'm out.
No,
It's about he plays himself.
Oh no, that's with. But know who's in that with him? Pedro Pascal.
Right. Yes. Who
Pascal's
plays his
hot
like
right
biggest fan.
And his biggest fan.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, Nick Cage gets casted in like a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
In the movie. And Pedro Pascal is like an informant for the FBI. It's just weird setup. But yes,
It's all fake.
It's all fake.
But the trailer is fucking hysterical.
I don't know about Nick Cage.
It's
man.
one of the best things I've ever
Well, they're saying
seen.
that they're saying that movie. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it because my buddy John wants me to watch it. But I heard that movie Pig is supposed to be like really good.
Is that
I've
Nick
heard
Cage?
that it was good too.
Yeah,
Never
he's
even
like
heard of it.
apparently it's like gonna be up for some awards.
I don't know
allegedly.
anything about it at all, but I heard that it was good.
Yeah, I only know like the base premise. I think is that it's he's a truffle farmer, and his
Right.
pig is like something happens with like someone like takes his like prized possession, and it's like a kind of like a get my shit back kind of movie.
No, but your reference is good. And I've done it in debates for a long time because I'm a Dwayne Johnson hater. Is that Nick Cage has been in good movies and he's done well in movies, and he gets hated on as the worst actor of all time. Where The Rock, you can't name a single movie that's good, and everyone loves him.
Yes, correct.
There's
the
not a
guy's a
single
walking
movie
tr-
that's good.
Does
Probably
he
one of the Disney one that he did.
Which one?
the most
Moana.
recent one?
Okay,
Oh,
Moana
okay.
doesn't count. You Disney don't
not even
miss.
in
yeah.
it, yeah.
Disney don't miss.
That's all about the
Yeah.
graphics.
yeah, and the song. His singing kind of sucks.
Well, the
You're right though. That movie's decent.
Does
that's
he-
like, but in the scale of Disney, that's not top 10.
No, but it's done quite well. and
Yeah.
It's still got legs.
Yeah.
It's-
okay.
People
I
still
haven't
like
watched it. I will.
Moana, yeah,
I'll watch it.
Moana's fine.
I'll
Moana's
watch it.
fine. But The Rock himself's not been in a single fucking good movie, and
Yeah.
everyone loves him.
Yeah, I agree. Does he understand that everyone's trolling his rap song and he's just going along with it?
I don't think
Or do you
everyone's
think that he
trolling it,
thinks
dude.
that he's sick?
No, he thinks he's sick. You know, that's his second rap song, right?
But it's like his most popular one.
No, but he's been in one with Wyclef Jean when he was in WWE.
Oh, interesting.
I saw the most like racist like rock moment of like him pretending to speak Chinese like during
no.
a match, and they like put it up against like John Cena who was like actually
Yeah.
speaking Chinese
Yeah.
like to like for some reason he was like showing basically flexing his like skills, and then they did like a mashup of like when The Rock did that same exact
bad.
bit, but it's just like the most rambled like racist shit.
Attitude Era, dude.
To pull it back to this movie for a second, that there's that line that Richard has about Venus learning 4 languages.
Yeah.
Apparently that's true.
Wow,
She's actually more comfortable in Italian than in English.
that's crazy.
Which I
That is
kind of
crazy.
get.
I loved the dad's like ambition for them like taking like education still seriously and not
Yeah.
turning into these like athletes with no like sense of like what's going on.
But it did like the stars aligned, astronomy, Venus retrograde for all this to hit, because he does like argue himself through the movie, right? Like he's like, you're gonna be the greatest of all time, but like, yeah, we're not gonna practice today. You gotta go read fucking math. You know what I mean? Like he kind of like, and in the movie, who knows what happened in real life versus the movie and whatever, but like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, we're moving. We drove across country for you to become a pro athlete. I'm not gonna let you be a pro athlete.
Yeah, that's
You know,
weird.
like all that.
That's
Like
weird.
no, you're gonna be the fucking greatest. Yeah, you don't get to practice today. Come on. You know, like all of it's kind of. So for her to actually become the fucking greatest,
Yeah.
his balance act was either perfect or just the universe.
I
I
think
get
it was a lot of luck.
right,
Yeah.
right, like stars aligning or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you
Yeah.
want to call it.
I get the I want you to have a normal life thing.
Sure.
I believe that, and
For sure.
I also believe the I want you to have a career aspiration outside of
And know how to be a
If we-
businesswoman, know how to like
Yeah.
take
If
care
we
of your
miss
shit.
here,
yeah, which we might.
Yeah,
'cause
which
it's
every-
more likely that we're gonna miss than we're gonna hit.
I don't think he
100%.
ever thought that though.
no, which that's the part, like the little stuff I love
It's kind
about
of go
that.
back and forth
But it's
between
but it's
the
like
tension
such
between those
it's
things.
such like whatever you believe in manifestation or not or whatever. Like this dude's in it. He's not only like he's so in it. He believed it to be true before it happens. I
think-
like that.
I think this movie is a perfect example of like if you put everything else aside besides a target goal,
Yeah.
you can go really far. Maybe not this level,
yeah.
but like he literally put his own life on the line.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do shit. He was
Yeah.
a security guard or whatever. Like his whole life was just getting these kids to
Yeah.
be
In it.
pro, right? And like they would have gone like probably like with everything that he did, like they could have easily have gone maybe pro, made some like decent money, fizzled out or whatever. and still helped him out, financially probably
Sure.
too. You know what I mean? Like, I think like with that mindset, like I think anybody can technically do that.
And all these motivational stuff's great, but like this has to be 1 in a million though. Like almost the opposite.
This is like
right?
more than that. Yeah,
right?
1
Like
in a
how
trillion.
many parents are more dicks than him, or at least how they portrayed him with sports, and their kids don't even make the varsity team.
This
They
is
also,
my point.
Yeah,
they
no,
also
it's
had
true.
the
That's why,
they
like-
also had the genetic.
Had to be.
Yeah,
it
they're
had to
just
be
freak.
there.
They're
Yeah,
freak athletes.
Yeah.
They make everybody else out there like look unathletic.
They
The
had
way
to
that
be.
they move and the way that they're just their
Right.
strength, like they're just.
I wonder
these
if
girls
he-
are just
They
gifted.
didn't talk about that a lot. Like I wonder if he kind of had that. Like I know that. Like I know I'm an above average athlete. Like and that's just
I
not
think
me
he
being
said that
cocky.
he and his wife were both athletic.
Yeah.
They did kind
They're
of
both
brush that.
You know
over.
what I
He said
mean?
His feet were bad. That's why he was kind of limber. Like
Yeah.
probably had some feet issues of some sort. They were kind of threw that out there.
But you kind of know, right?
Yeah.
Like especially in America, you know if you're an athlete or not.
Yeah, I'm not.
well, the
Yeah.
mom was out there getting out there like with her,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Venus, or
Yeah.
no, with Serena.
Yeah.
Serena, yeah.
And
Yeah, this is definitely not a parenting book.
Yeah.
Because it's 1 in a trillion. But it can be that motivation, inspiration stuff to be like, oh, that's cool.
So actually, that's the next question.
Yeah.
Who is this movie for?
Me.
Will Smith fans.
Me, yeah, I like Will Smith.
oh yeah, if you like had to classify it for like one answer, I would say Will Smith fans.
It
for
is,
sure.
but it is getting like Rotten Tomatoes, whatever you want to take that as. Like people are liking it. People like it.
Yeah. Oh no, it actually is
Yeah.
doing really well
Yeah.
from that perspective.
And I
yeah.
think it is good because it's like a wholesome story without being like corny, cringy, wholesome.
it's somewhere between an afternoon special and what used to exist in the world, the TV movie of the week.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
in that,
this
in that
movie
mix.
You know what you're getting at right now is what we're seeing is that this is like goes to HBOMax
Yeah.
because like that's what's available now we're able to watch movies in the theaters at home.
yeah.
So they're able to just
Yeah.
turn and burn.
Yeah.
And like this was like it's a well done movie, had a high budget, but like these are the kind of movies that we're going to be seeing in the modern time with like
Yeah.
like they can do more stuff like this. It's not as big as a risk
Yeah.
as it was just like in the theater only days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
if you
this
flunk,
movie-
you're fucked.
If you're fucked, but this like it's gonna get on the streams, it's gonna get out there, it's for sure gonna get seen with the casting and with that. Like and we just built this new system of like how movies are seen.
No, it's
So
definitely
you
a
can
new
do
era.
more like specific like Will Smith fanboy shit like this.
Yeah, it is a new era. Like 6 years ago, the Netflix only movies were like an Adam Sandler script that he wrote on a cafeteria napkin.
Yeah.
And then now,
Bar
I want to
napkin.
see, which I want to see.
no, I some of them are decent. I like Adam, but like they just came out with a Kevin Hart like drama series, and it's pretty decent.
I heard it's doing well.
Yeah, like it's not also, and I'm not a Kevin Hart fan per se. I like him, and it's decent.
I'm
Like
done. I'm over that shtick.
Yeah,
the
so
Kevin Hart
he-
shtick, but I heard that's not what the show is.
that's why it's good. Like he's kind of playing himself in a way as well, and maybe these are loosely based on what happened in his life because there's some funny things and there's things that are well beyond what happened in his life for sure. But and it's decent, and that's on Netflix, made by Netflix.
Yeah.
To your point, like it's a different era of what content is out there.
Yeah.
And I honestly, and I am a Will Smith fan, so maybe it's easier for me to say. I think this is for more people than beyond Will Smith fan. I think if you hate Will Smith, you're not going to like this.
Yeah.
But if you just like decent sports, wholesome-ish, you Remember the Titans-ish movies, and I don't want to compare because I think Remember the Titans personally is the best sports movie of all time. But
It pales in comparison
Yeah,
to
no.
the best sports movies, that's for sure.
yeah, but I think it's in the category. If you like sports movies, you're not going to hate this.
I am probably on the other end of this. Like I love sports more than most people.
Yeah,
Don't love sports movies.
you don't like Remember the Titans?
I like it. It's fine.
Oh,
but that's
you just hurt my heart, dude.
Dude, no,
That's my top 5 all time.
dude, it's a great movie. Love Jamie. Love Al Pacino. Like, great movie, but like I'm not. That's like an outlier though too, because that movie's like.
You're
got
thinking
really.
you just mixed your movies.
Which one's that? That's Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Okay, that's.
See, I
you're
think
right.
Friday Night Lights is.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember the Titans mixes so many things that like hit.
Maybe I need to rewatch it then.
No, you
Clearly, I
can't
don't even know
watch
what the hell movie it is.
It's
But-
It's Denzel.
But Friday Night Lights is fire.
Friday Night Lights is good. Remember the Titans is the greatest. Denzel, dude, I love Denzel too. I didn't know because I've never been into like film. And Jim
Yeah.
and I talked about this for like I watch movies to watch movies, kind of, you know. And that's how I know I like Will Smith because I just like a lot of the movies he's in, and I like his TV show and I like his vlogs.
What about Hitchcock?
Yeah, not in my top 10, but I'll fucking watch
I
Hitchcock.
thought it was fun.
Yeah, if it's on TNT, I'm gonna fucking click on it.
Garbage. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'll
Movie's
watch it.
So stupid.
I'll watch it.
It doesn't even. It literally like if you know the story of the making of that movie, there's whole big pieces they couldn't even shoot, and so they just all threw. Here's what we got. We're gonna throw it together, and this is the movie.
Yeah, if it's on TNT,
That's how it feels.
Yeah, I
piece
like
of shit.
that. He's drinking beer.
It's perfect because TNT because you're not gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. You start where do you start? You
I
don't
like
need to know the beginning.
I like the idea of it, and what they're doing with the boys is basically
Yeah.
Hitchcock.
Elevated that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but like, and what I noticed even this last year, I think I was like, I'm a huge Denzel fan. And I didn't know that.
No, I was always a big
Dude,
Denzel
I
fan.
love Denzel.
I think he's not as good an actor as everyone believes he
No,
is.
'cause he's
but
kinda
plays,
plays- I don't
he's
know,
the
man.
same in every movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can break that down to a bunch of people, you know,
Yeah.
like whether you're like a real character actor or if you just act.
Yeah.
But
Well, like so is Brad Pitt's like the same person.
right,
in
that's
every
how some
movie.
Vince Vaughn, Will Smith, like every fucking person.
Like and I think that doesn't make him not good.
Yeah. No, you just have a style.
You have a style.
It's on casting.
Now,
at
who
that point.
doesn't have a style, and which is why he's like probably the GOAT is Leo. He can play any style.
Leo's done more variety for sure. Yeah. For
Yeah, he's
sure.
done it.
Yeah,
He's done all
yeah,
everything.
But Denzel and Remember the Titans, godlike. Godlike. I don't dance unless I hear music. I don't scratch my head unless it itches. We will not be intimidated.
Yeah, that's a speech. Well, that and Training Day, right? Like, those two
Training
movies
Day is
alone.
so good.
Training Day. Oh my God, it's so offensively good.
No,
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
offensively good.
It's really good.
I just
You
watched a
can't
bunch,
beat that.
all of American Gangster. I just rewatched a
American
bunch
Gangster's
of Denzel.
really good.
So
That's a good one,
good.
too.
He's just
Yeah,
such
so
a
good.
stone cold like intimidator,
Yeah.
in without like even trying to be. You
He's
look
just
at him, and you just
fucking
know that
cool.
he's dangerous.
I was raised pretty not strict, but like
It's the glass jar scene, dude.
yeah, all of it. I don't think I've never thought gangster shit or like crime was cool. You know, like some kids do, like yeah, man, they're so cool. I want to be in a gang. Like I've never thought that. And I think Denzel's fucking cool. I don't think any other like gangsters shoot him up, robbing. I always thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
I've never stolen a thing in my fucking life.
No one can throw a coat like in a fireplace more believable than like Denzel. Like the
No,
way
he's
that
so
like, that
good.
scene, like when he throws that shit in there and you see
Yeah.
his face, you just feel it.
Yeah, no, he's
It's hard
so
to
good.
explain.
He's so good.
That's just his skill. Yeah, Will Smith doesn't necessarily have that factor, but he's got the other side of it, like the Will Smith effect.
No, Will Smith's got like 10% variety in him. Like even this character it's his Ali character.
It's a very small.
Yeah,
band
it's his
of-
Do
Ali.
you think that they're really going
behaviors.
for like an Oscar
Oh
performance
yeah,
here?
that's the buzz around it. Is that's what they're trying to
Oh
do?
God, they must be out of. There must be not much going on.
out of ideas.
Some
well,
other
there
foreign-
isn't like
some other
COVID and
fo-
shit. Like there's not as many movies.
Another foreign project's definitely going to take it down because
Yeah.
we've
Yeah,
ran
some
out of
Korean-
ideas here.
Yeah, some Korean shit's taking over.
Yeah.
we've ran out.
So how do you feel about the length of this one?
Too long.
Way too long.
Honest to God, not no. To be completely honest, there was scenes where I hit the 15-second.
I've never done that in a real movie.
Like there was like some drug
Thank
out
you.
scenes where like I was hitting the 15-second because like it was I knew where it was going and guess what? Like I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, no, for sure not.
Well, a judgment that you can make on anything that you watch is if you can go to the kitchen and get yourself a
Then not
drink
get
or a
lost.
snack or whatever, come back and you still know what's going on. Yeah, people are they're following a formula. There's
Yeah.
no surprises.
And in a style of movie like this where it's not visual and audio based,
Yeah.
that makes no sense, right? If it's solely visually and audio based where they're really immersing, like some
Yeah.
fucking Avatar shit, you know, where like it's all about like what you're looking
Yeah.
at,
Dune.
then it's okay if it's drug out a little bit, right? Because you're like fucking seeing cool shit.
Yeah.
But this you're seeing like a Compton tennis park.
Yeah,
And you're like,
exactly.
all right, this didn't really need to happen.
I don't know what they did, if they had to do stuff to the sound or whatever, but those girls were hitting those tennis balls fucking hard, just like Venus and Serena do.
I
That's
bet
probably
you.
intentional.
But because of the budget, they probably had some real ass training. Like these little girls
because
probably were training their tits off.
They
yeah.
didn't look well. They look better than most people who are actors doing any kind of sport and any kind of sports
I have a
movie.
huge pet peeve in that. Like in basketball, something they throw into sports a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you couldn't have like practiced for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like one of the Spider-Mans, I don't know which one it is. I think it's the Garfield guy. He plays basketball. One of them, I'm like, dude, just stop.
We
Like
should do Hoosiers sometime because
yeah, hurts my soul. You know, like just pretend, like get a shooting coach for 6 weeks and you'll look at least like you've played before.
Just go like Teen Wolf style, dude, and just get like an NBA player in a costume. and
Yeah.
play the
I
role.
don't mind that.
I wonder who they used for him in
It was
Teen
me.
Wolf.
It was me.
it had to have been somebody good because that person was moving around.
Yeah, you use Ray Allen's like in a fucking movie. Like fucking do that. Like just fucking put him in there.
We're gonna individually rate this sucker, and the scale that I want to use, the most frequently used phrase in this entire film is open stance.
Yeah. That stuff gets annoying.
Yeah,
is that a signature move of theirs?
I don't know.
Is that like a thing?
I don't know enough about tennis, but I wish they would have stopped.
But in no sport is an open stance a more powerful position. So I just don't know like the theory on that. I don't know shit about tennis.
So in like basketball, where I can relate it is that when you're guarding somebody, is you do want to square up to them because you don't know which direction they're going.
If you're not swinging an object.
But think about the same. So if you're squared up to something in tennis because you don't know if the ball's going left or right, you have a better chance of navigating where that ball's going to go. Rather, if I have my right hip forward and the ball goes to my right, I'm fucked. Your first step's fucked. And that's the same as playing defense on basketball. So that's maybe a thing. But it probably should have stopped on the first interview. Where it was funny in the first interview because he's arguing this pro coach that he just sucked his dick. He's sucking this guy's dick to give his kids a chance, and then he's arguing them. That's kind of funny.
That was
and
needed.
then stop.
Yeah.
But he keeps harping on it for like the next hour.
Forever.
Yeah.
Pretty much forever.
Yeah, and then I guess in that theory, right, it's like getting them so strong at that unorthodox position will give them an advantage.
See, I don't even know if it's unorthodox because I don't know about tennis.
Basically almost the athletic position that
it is.
Well,
and I don't know.
I think they were thinking of like because they were showing all the other coaches and like they're talking about how they wanted them to be square or like more of like a football or more like a
stagger?
baseball or a golf swing stance because you're going to get more hips involved, more power.
I don't know that. I don't
swing
know.
with the racket. So it's like that's the traditional way, but you're not able to maneuver like you're saying.
Yeah, recover to the next shot.
So now if they are being taught this thing that the mom like, so all of a sudden like, why is this mom? Because they give the credit to the mom for coming up with this like secret move, right? It's like, what the hell does she know compared to John McEnroe's coach about what's a powerful position for hitting a tennis
It could have been just a fake thing, too, to show that the parents did a lot of research in tennis.
Potentially.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either, but I will say that we only saw a glimpse of the McEnroe guy, but the Pete Sampras guy fucking looked like Pete Sampras.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
The McEnroe kind of looked like old school McEnroe.
Yeah. What's up with, was McEnroe that big of a deal? Because I just watched randomly.
McEnroe was huge.
I just watched Mr. Deeds, too, where McEnroe's in it.
Yeah, he had parties with him.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why's McEnroe in every fucking movie?
Because he's a character.
Yeah, like I get it, but I don't get it because I never watched tennis, and I was just young enough that this wasn't like my era. I don't know.
Same.
He was the biggest deal for a long time. All right, so I'm going to start with Dean.
Scale of 1 to 10 on movies?
1 to 5.
1 to 5 on all movies?
No, for this film.
Yeah,
if you were going to rate it by open stances, how many open stances would you give it?
Oh, just how many open stances are in there?
No, how many would you give it if?
But
open stance is the epitome of.
What is the open stance scale? Are we basing the
five open stances would be the best, and 1 open stance would be the
best?
worst.
But best what? Sports movie or like on
just how much
your
you enjoyed
enjoyment of this
enjoyment.
movie?
Okay. Just general enjoyment.
General enjoyment.
Okay,
of this movie.
that's where
you fast forwarded, dude. Don't fucking lie now.
No. Only
you fucking betrayed me.
No. There was like 2 scenes.
You didn't even watch it.
No.
You're eating popcorn.
I knew a lot about this movie.
You were practicing your drive.
No, there was 2 scenes where I did that too. And I did it like 2 or 3 clicks. I maybe like shaved off like maybe a minute of this movie, and it was 2.5 hours long. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would honestly give it a. I'd give it a 2.5. Two open stances.
I think I'll give it like a 3.7. I liked it. Am I going to watch it once a year? Probably not.
That's on my bias of anti-sport movie bias though.
Oh, I really hate.
Like, what am I comparing this to though? Am I comparing this to like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
You compare it to
just
to Little Dean's enjoyment.
How much did you enjoy it?
It was like pulling teeth, kind of.
Okay, so
you hated it.
2 or less.
I didn't.
Pulling teeth. You love getting your teeth pulled.
I like. I like Will Smith, but like the movie, like in the story, like I just like.
Don't give him a pity open stance.
I would never.
Dean.
I look at it like this. I never would have watched it if we weren't going to review it.
Really?
So by that alone, I would have to say it too.
That's a tooth puller.
Yeah.
I'm going 3.7.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would have watched. You did watch it on.
I did watch it
before we knew we were going to do it.
Yeah. We had like randomly got it, but I liked Will Smith, and there's no other movie out, and yeah. I don't know if I'm going to the theater. I love going to the theater, and my judgment of going to the theater has gotten worse. Like, I used to go to the theater I'll watch a shitter because I like going to the theater.
Shitter.
Just as the worst movie ever. And now I won't.
No, now it has to be a banger.
I didn't even
that's
go for
you
this.
and everyone else. That's why they're going to close.
They're going to close, dude.
They are going to close.
I'm going to buy all their concessions and put it in my kitchen. I'm buying their popcorn maker and putting it in my... and the butter drip.
I always get fed these fucking videos on Reels on Instagram of people making weird popcorn in a bowl. Anybody else getting those?
No, but I like that. I do like
dude.
that. Like chocolate and
I'm
pretzels
stuck in
and
some
shit.
weird algorithm I can't get out of.
You don't want to know where I am. Spider-Man looks fucking sick. All this hype. I don't even know if I'm going to theaters. I'm so
I'll totally
lazy.
go to theaters.
I'm
for
just
that.
so lazy.
I'll push people out of the way to go to theaters.
No, I'm
Depends
excited.
on
I
if-
just don't. I can't get myself to like go.
But where do they even put the Spider-Man movies? Where are they streaming?
Disney in probably 6 months.
They're- yeah,
Well, no,
not
but the other ones aren't even on Disney.
Which ones?
The Sony ones aren't on Disney
Oh
Plus.
no, that contract's like just ending. I bet you it will be soon.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it
one
will be
probably
soon.
has to go to Disney
yeah,
Plus
but they're-
because
yeah.
of all the other characters
Yeah,
involved,
because it's
right?
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not doing day and date on those. So this was a date. They call it day and date movie, where it was released in theaters and on streaming at the same time.
Oh, they're doing that.
That's what this one was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about they're gonna do that.
not
No, Disney-
Spider-Man. No,
Disney-
this movie that we just watched.
Yeah, I think Disney is over that after the lawsuit.
that's why it's on HBOMax because they said all the Warner movies are going to be.
I kind of wish
day
this
and
had
date.
some Disney about it, and maybe that's just because I'm a Remember the Titans guy.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, because Remember the
Because
Titans
they were halfway there anyway.
Yeah, no, they were. They sprinkled the family shit. They should have just kind of gone in.
They should have
And
What
gone
do
in.
you mean? What does that mean?
Oh, I don't
Just
know.
Clean it up. Just like totally
Yeah.
sanitize it and make it all
Kinda.
happy crap. Just,
Yeah, maybe,
You know?
maybe a little
Just
bit.
change the story, have her win at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about that. Bad.
I almost thought they were going to do that.
Like,
so
Remember the Titans
Dude,
goes dark.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
The outcome of that match, and I thought for sure she was going to win.
I didn't know the movie was ending.
Oh,
I
knew it was
saw the
fucking
time,
long, but
I was praying the movie would end.
but I
That's
just
me.
didn't know because there's still so much more in the story I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know their teen years. I didn't know their rise, really. I knew them as the best.
Yeah, they took 2.5 hours to not really tell us all that much of the story.
True.
That's really
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
I liked Will Smith's performance compared. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't mind the
pulling
performance.
teeth. He did great.
No, it wasn't him though. It wasn't him. Like, just the subject. I just don't care.
Yeah, I didn't really. Sadly, I really didn't care either.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So-
why I Remember the Titans bangs so hard because it has like civil rights stuff. It has fucking sports. It has the music's in the era that I fucking
Well, I think
love.
also like this is a good time for this movie to come out because like
It
we're
is.
talking about that stuff. More than ever. I feel like
Yeah.
now, and like it's a good time for this movie to come out. And it's a good time for him to like jump into that role and
Yeah,
try and
I
like
agree.
be a part of that.
All right, dude, give him a 2.8 or something. All right.
I said 2.5 originally.
You
I
said
didn't know we
2.5.
were doing halves.
Oh yeah, I went 3.7.
Yeah.
yeah. If there's a
I had to backtrack to
Jim's going to the dentist with you, dude. Everyone's pulling their teeth out here. Poor Will, Big Willie style.
I'm also a 2, but I'll say this that we are in a time that people are trying to absorb that white people have had more privilege and that black people have had and other minorities have had more trouble, like not only just living but like becoming sports figures
In any sport.
in any
Yeah.
sport in the proportion they are to the population.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're not saying that black people can't be professional athletes because clearly they are.
Yeah.
Just it's out of proportion to the population of other people, of white people or whatever. So in terms of the way they presented the difficulties they had, especially in the first like third of the movie when they were in Compton or whatever, which was entirely contrived situation by their dad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a little
changes
dark.
That changes
That does.
the whole plot.
Does
Yeah.
make it a little
It
sad.
changes the whole concept.
Yeah, like so I mean that's clear. That's clearly part of the agenda of this movie is to show that, but they didn't really stay on top of it until
That
like
does not help the narrative. No.
yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
2, and my final question is, would you watch it again? And for me, it's fuck no.
Yeah, I'll watch it
Oh,
again.
no,
In a
no.
couple years.
No, you won't.
In a couple
No, you
years.
won't.
In a couple
You're
years.
lying. Now
couple
you're
years.
lying.
No, I like Will Smith. If it's on
There's no
TNT,
chance you're watching this again.
if it's on TNT in about 5 years, I'm gonna put it on.
No, you're gonna watch.
I'm not gonna
you're
go-
Gonna watch Men in Black, or you're gonna watch
love Men in Black.
I Am Legend,
I
or
like I Am Legend too.
I Am Robot. What's the other one? I Am Robot.
I like
iRobot?
iRobot. I bought iRobot used on DVD from Blockbuster. I liked it
Then
so much.
Elon Musk made the real one.
Yeah, we're fucked. Elon Musk is one.
That's true.
He's that character in that thing.
That's right.
I don't even know because how much I like Will Smith. There's not that many movies that I'm like, that's the greatest movie of all time. But I just like him. Like none of those movies are the greatest movie of all time.
What, Will Smith?
Yeah.
Men in Black for like
Men in Black's good.
Men in Black is like I would put Men in Black in like a top a top 20 list of all time like
It's probably-
impactful movies.
It's probably in my top 20. But
It's for me probably like top 20 comedies for sure.
yeah, action comedy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, for that kind of genre.
Yeah, same with like a Rush Hour. You're not gonna put like Rush Hour in the fucking
For its
Hall of Famers, but Rush Hour is fucking amazing.
But in the Rush Hour Men in Black world, those
they
are both
rip.
top 20s.
Oh, in their world, they're probably top 5.
Yeah,
for me.
probably.
You know,
Those
like
are
in
up
that
there.
world,
Those are up there.
they're so good.
What would you call those? Action comedies?
Yeah, action comedy.
Yeah.
There was an era of action comedy that was dope, and then
Then it was
Kevin
it
Hart
was that era.
Yeah, well, and then The Rock showed up and ruined the whole category.
Dude, you're fucking right, dude.
No, they all
Kevin
suck.
Hart and The Rock destroyed that
Yeah.
fucking genre.
Kevin Hart and The Rock tried to be Rush Hour 5.
and now we have Red Notice.
Oh, dude,
I didn't. I haven't.
No,
And
don't.
I fucking love Ryan Reynolds.
I like him.
I mean, if you like Ryan Reynolds, you're
you'll
gonna
like it.
get your Ryan Reynolds
like it.
fix. But
It-
then The Rock just makes it almost unwatchable.
yeah, it's worth a fucking Netflix because it's no effort.
I
to
watched
click
it
my
the day it
button,
came
but
out
I
because
did
of
too.
Ryan Reynolds. I did.
I did too.
Did you? Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, did you see what he did? What his agency did with Chris Noth from? They just rebooted Sex and the City.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Yeah, on HBO.
I didn't watch that, but I've
it's
seen
called,
that.
and I can't remember what.
And they destroyed Peloton stock with their stunt.
Yeah, but the commercial that they made, that his agency made,
I haven't seen
they stepped in and they got Chris Noth and they got another hot woman, and it shows them in front of the fire, and he's like, "Yes, it's an entirely new era. We're whatever together."
Is this on his Instagram?
No. This is fucking on the internet and stuff.
Okay.
It's all over the place. And he's talking to her, and he said, "You think we should take another ride?" And she says, "Yes," or whatever. And they pull back, and they're on a couch in front of a fireplace, and then there are 2 Pelotons right there.
God, damage control.
And then the voiceover is Ryan Reynolds saying, "And just like that, he's alive again." And so this whole thing about people usually get in better physical shape when they ride a bicycle. And
how much money do they spend on that?
a lot,
shit.
probably.
Wow.
But it was amazing.
That's funny.
Stroke of
That's
genius.
how you fight back.
Yeah.
Stroke of genius.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough for this thing.
By Big Willie style.
Big Willie style. I had that album.
Get
All right,
jiggy,
no,
dude.
I'll stop. But
Welcome to Miami.
I bought that CD, bumped it daily
Parents just don't understand.
in the Walkman,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
The banger with the Sony headphones that went around the back of the head.
The front album.
The top. If you had
Well-
headphones that went over the top of your head, you were a kook.
I
But
don't
if you
know.
Had ones that went around the back.
Street style.
Yeah, I don't know why that went away
Street
because
style.
if you wear these for a very long time, they do give you a headache.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather have the back of the head deals.
Did they fit better? I don't
No, they
remember.
felt like shit,
They
but
fall
they didn't give you a
down.
headache.
That's true.
Because they were falling off.
Yeah, they're kind of floating.
We all look like what's his name from fucking
yeah, backwards Spock or not Spock.
What's his name? The guy from fucking
Dude from
Empire
Star
Strikes
Wars.
Back.
Yeah, what's his name's what is
Loba.
it? Loba. Yeah, Loba. Loba's like real heavy in the comics now. Anyways,
Fuck them all, dude.
Nerd
Big Willie
out.
style.
Big Willie style. Welcome to Miami.
Come to something good. So on the Will Smith scale, before we end this, he's put out shitters lately, like Gemini fucking whatever.
Gemini Man.
Shitter.
Didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
This kills that. Shoots it dead in the water.
He's been on a bad run.
He's been missing, poor
But
guy.
It sucks because I'm not prone to go and watch a Will Smith movie, period.
Yeah.
But that sounded like an intriguing premise, and then the reviews came out. I was like, oh, man,
Did you see the Bad Boys? The new Bad Boys?
Talk about action comedy, bro. Bad Boys top 5 too.
Oh, the first one?
Even 2's not bad.
2's good. Number 1 though is like tier.
So good.
Yeah.
2's not bad. I did watch the last one, and it's a little harsh, even for a Willie fan.
Is it because of Will though, or is it because of how awful what's his name looks?
I think it's because of
Martin.
the writing. They try to hit nostalgia so hard rather than kind of letting them do their thing, you know? So they just keep making the same Bad Boy 1 joke. But Bad
The
Boy's
second
good,
one
too.
was the one with like the or not like the
Is
white.
it Gabby Union?
He's like a famous actor.
And Gabby Union,
They're
yeah?
like in his mansion, his like castle mansion.
yeah.
Like,
Gabrielle Union.
They're pretend to be like exterminators for rats.
Yeah, I thought I was going to marry Gabby Union, and then Dwayne Wade showed up, and now I'm here with you two. You two kicking it.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Where can people find you, Dean?
At Dean Saddoris.ck at Caffeine Kilos. Same all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. New episode every single Wednesday. We got a drop. 3sb.co. Grab your cozies. You only got like a week left to snag it, so grab it now. Appreciate you. And we'll catch you next week or something. Happy holidays if I don't. The holidays are like 10 days.
Yeah, the holidays are coming
Fuck.
up fast. I got to actually sit here and solidify what our schedule is because I'm going to be gone and you're going to be gone.
I'm going to Miami.
Big Willie style.
Dude, I'm going to be a bad boy.
Go say what's up to our boy as his little compound.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's that guy's name?
Yeah.
What was his name? The guy who owned the fucking tennis compound.
Oh, Macy?
Macy.
Yeah.
Say what's up to our boy Mace.
That was I should ask this, but he was my favorite character in the whole movie. He was
Oh yeah. If we did that question, I would double down on you. with that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm at the Jim McDonald on all the social media. This show is 50% facts where percent is a word and 50 is just numbers. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye.